Praise the Lord, everyone. Brother Brett Potts here with a new installment into our Cultural Points video series. The Cultural Points video series will go over several cultural aspects of the nation of Japan, and we are just going to dive in. We're going to cover everything from food to religion to social status, those types of things, politics, everything you can imagine. We're just going to try to dive in and just dig them out. If you have any suggestions while we're doing this series, please just leave a comment below and let us know something cultural you want to learn from the nation of Japan. So the first one that we are going to talk about in our Cultural Points video series is the Yokai Festival, or the Tokushima Yokai Matsuri. So this is going to take place in Higara Shrine in Miyosho, Tokushima, Japan. Now, the yokai, you might be asking what that is, and some of you that are more familiar with anime probably already know what the yokai are or have an idea. It brings to mind a show called Yokai Watch, which is a Japanese television animation show which tells about these Japanese spirits that a child can keep in their watch, and he kind of captures good or bad ones, similar to the Pokemon type thing. But what exactly is a yokai? And is a yokai conducive to the Christian atmosphere? So yokai are supernatural monsters that come from Japanese folklore. The yokai are not demons necessarily, despite their demonic look to them. They're spirits whose behavior ranges from evil to good. Some have animal features, but with humanoid appearance. Some have the share or no form at all of humans, and some even look exactly like humans. There are supernatural creatures, and they have very supernatural abilities. Many of them shapeshift, and they were invented by Japanese folklore. Now, what does a yokai actually do concerning Christianity? Now, according to our definition we just read, yokai are not considered demons to the Japanese. And that is correct. The Japanese word for demon is one, or monster. So that would not be the same thing. One is also used for ogre, it's used for orc as well. There are several things in Japanese culture that we just have to know what that phrase is associating that word with. But in the context of the Christian atmosphere and looking at this at an apostolic worldview, in the context of the Japanese, yokai would most definitely be something that we would want to keep an eye on and be concerned about our young people being involved with, or saints in the church kind of getting involved with. Yokai are, in all aspects of the apostolic church, considered demons. So what we must do is pray against this and just realize that there are some things in Japanese culture that do not go completely in line with the apostolic doctrine. And where that comes in play is that where the Bible is superior, we need to keep the Bible superior. But where it has no conflict with the Japanese culture, we can keep the Japanese culture as long as there's no conflict and there's no problem of those two things coming together to create a Japanese apostolic. So that was our first episode about the Yokai Festival. That's going on in Japan in November, and we just wanted to get it out there. I wanted to delay releasing the video actually on October due to the Halloween Association, and being a minister of the United Pentecostal Church, I do not believe or practice Halloween. So we just want to let everyone know that this is our new video series. Coming up, the next one is going to be about Princess Mako and her kind of leaving the Japanese royal family, leaving behind her royal association to marry her boyfriend. So we are going to talk about that. I have good plans for this video series coming up. I want to dive into a lot more Japanese culture. Thank you and God bless.